Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be 5 ways to cope with your endometriosis diagnosis. So this is just going to be part of my endometriosis series that I'll be doing on my channel that I've sort of spoken about recently, and this is just 5 ways to sort of help cope / deal with endometriosis diagnosis. So the first one is to do your research. So you get your diagnosis and you're sort of left sitting there going, now what? So I recommend finding out as much as you possibly can about endometriosis, about the type of endometriosis you may have if you have that sort of details, treatments, effects, and also, you know, what your options are, especially if you are, you know, trying to conceive a baby, or if you're dealing with the chronic pain. What are your options for pain relief? What are your options for fertility and trying to conceive? So to go along with that, the second tip is to find a doctor that is a good doctor, someone who listens to you, somebody who will actually sit down and go through all your options with you, and finding someone who believes you is one that I found was a struggle. So finding a good doctor, whether that means getting referred to somebody, or using my next tip, which is finding a network, which I'll come back to in a second, but even talking to other people on forums, on Facebook pages, finding their doctors, if they're from the same area as you, and getting recommendations. You need a good doctor, especially with endometriosis, especially with chronic pain, especially with trying to conceive with endo. You will need a good doctor on your side, because a good doctor will make the world of difference. The third one is to find a network of people, as I just previously mentioned, and this could be anything you possibly need. So this could be a Facebook group, this could be bloggers, this could be a MySpace group, I don't even know. This could be YouTubers that you follow, this could be forums, blogs, whatever it is that you prefer to follow along. Obviously, for example, if you prefer to just read personal stories and be able to just type back and forward, a forum might be the platform that's best for you. If you prefer to read long stories or tips, then maybe looking at a blog. Or if you like your general questions and just sort of want to find out a little bit more, or more people in your area, looking at a Facebook group. Finding more people that have endometriosis, that have similar symptoms to you, that you can get not only their stories but advice, and also help you sort of connect with other people and feel a little bit less alone about it, especially if this is a new diagnosis and you don't know anybody else in your life who has this. It can be very anxiety inducing or depressing, and you need to find someone who understands. Following along with that, you need to get yourself a good support network. Now, this means that you need to try and get rid of people in your life as best as you possibly can who demean you or put you down or make you feel bad about your illness. This is not your fault, it's nothing you could have prevented, and you need to find people in your life who are going to be able to support you and help you through this rough time, however long it lasts. So until you at least get some management in place, you need to make sure you've got a supportive husband, boyfriend, friends, family, mum, dad, somebody who can support you. And if you don't have anyone in your personal life who is very supportive, then going back to my previous tip and going on to a network may give you that support that you need. If you're having a bad day, you can just go on and chat to somebody. But obviously, especially if you have children or need that support, having someone watch the kids when you are not well, or having a job. Obviously, if you have the option to work from home, maybe that would be something you can talk to your employer about. Try and find the best ways around things that work for you, and find that support network, because you're going to need it. And number 5 is do what works for you. Now, this is both physically and mentally. So mentally, if you need to speak to a counselor or a psychologist, because you have anxiety or depression, especially in regards to your endometriosis, the pain management, chronic pain, infertility, whatever it may be. I really recommend doing that. I know that sometimes it can be a little bit scary, but if that is your way of mentally keeping yourself sane, you need to address that issue. As for physically, you need to find coping mechanisms, and everyone's coping mechanisms will be different, whether it be curling up in bed with a hot water bottle on the days when you're having severe pain, whether it be finding pain medication with your doctor that actually works or is assisting you, finding a treatment that helps you, birth control, even if it's just having chocolate and laying in bed for 5 days. You need to find what works for you that's going to get you through your episodes. So you trust your body, you know it best, and you need to make those decisions based on how you feel and what you need. So those are my 5 ways to cope with endometriosis diagnosis. Those are just my tips. These will not work for everybody. However, these are the tips that I sort of recommend to people who've just had this diagnosis until they get to their next step, which would be treatment or management. But until you get to that stage, these will be the tips that I have for you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure you tune in for my next video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.